So that's going. Let me close this a little bit. All right, check the camera. See if anyone will join us in the chat. Hey guys, if you're watching this now, we're getting set up. James is going to be joining me any minute. We're going to go ahead with a new podcast, our Living the Scream podcast. It's behind the scenes of the Mummy and the Monkey, and behind the scenes talking about our reselling and our work that we do to maintain self-employment. So if you like classic B movies, if you like vintage nostalgia, if you like talking about what you find at thrift stores, things like that, then you might dig the podcast. So I'm not sure how many are going to join us live. I did share this on our Facebook page, but I know it's, you know, lazy Sunday. Sunday. And okay, cool. It says we're live, that the stream is good. Boom. Right now there's a couple of viewers. I think most people just might watch the replay later.
Let's hope so.
So, my name is Janet.
Hey, that's my name. No.
And what's your name?
Hey, it's James here. How you doing?
Hi, guys.
And we're, oh, what?
Oh, I like the hat.
This one?
Are you cold? It is chilly in here. I have to put the heat up.
I don't know. Not that cold, I don't think. It bothers my ears.
Got my slippers on. Whee!
Okay, so are we starting it or what?
It's live.
What's the deal?
It's
live. Do you want to, why we're just waiting for people to roll in, or what do you want to do?
We could just start it up. Okay. It's like 3:02.
And 3, 2, 1. Hey everybody, what's going on? It's your boy James and your girl Janet, and welcome to another edition of Living the Scream.
The behind the scenes of the Mummy and the Monkey, and behind the scenes about our self-employment.
Yes, and our personal lives, our bathroom adventures, and all our.
I don't know if you want to share all everything of that.
Oh, we don't want to get that far into our. I thought we were just gonna get everything out, like the way the cabbage did from the other day.
No, maybe not share all of that.
But at least we can learn from, maybe like the cabbage, we can, be a little freeing.
Louis the cat might be joining us.
I think
he's sauntering over to you, James.
It's a good possibility. It's a good possibility.
All right, so we had a crazy month or so.
Oh, before you say that,
our last podcast, the last one we did was end of November.
But before you say that, Happy New Year, everybody!
Yes, Happy New Year, gang.
Yes, it's 2022, second day of, and so now we're going to kind of recap some of the craziness. That was the end of 2021.
Yes.
And I'm outing because here's Louis. He was sort of using my shin as a scratching post. Okay.
He'll do that.
That's right. How you doing? Say hi to everyone, Lou. Happy New Year, right?
All right. So we took a good chunk of December off from doing the Mummy and the Monkey show and the podcast because at the time we thought, well, let's take a couple weeks while people are busy Christmas shopping and doing other things, or maybe going to Christmas parties.
Correct.
To maybe film some new skits, maybe film some new promo videos, maybe work on things around the house. None of that happened.
Well, yeah.
Well, we have reasons why, and
excuses.
Not excuses. Well, so beginning of December, we were helping a friend who needed some help, and obviously, we're gonna help people that are close to us.
Do you want me to tell the story
that we care about? Yeah, if you want to tell it.
No, you were halfway through it.
But we had a COVID scare, so we were helping out a friend who wasn't feeling well and needed help around the house. We helped him out, and the next day we found out that the same friend was in the ER with COVID.
Right, and this is right after we helped him a few times in his with things, and I talked to him for a while, had conversations with him. So. You called me and told me that what was going on, and I told you to relax. I said it was bound to happen at some point. I mean, everyone's going to come in contact with this, whether you catch it or not, and the severity of it. I mean, that's obviously up to the fates or whatever you want to call it. But whatever. But you can't. It's something that's unavoidable ultimately. So anyway, does it relax? I said we'll just have to quarantine ourselves.
Yeah, we quarantined ourselves. We tried to keep our distance from your mom, make sure we didn't give her any germs, and sanitized places that we shared in the home. would wear a mask around her for a little
We
while.
even stayed away from. We didn't even kiss the cats or anything.
Yeah, we were
Get too
afraid of
close, our
like giving the,
faces.
in case if we were to have something, we were afraid of giving the cats
'Cause
something
these
because
guys can get it too.
dogs and cats could also get the virus. Luckily, we tested negative later that week.
Yeah, we went through a Walgreens drive-through COVID testing and jammed a Q-tip up our noses and then put it in a little bottle for them, handed it back to them.
We gave them our boogers.
A couple days. It was a crazy because we did it on a Friday, I think, or a Thursday, and we didn't get results back until
the
Monday.
following Monday.
So we were
it came back negative.
Yeah,
so and the good thing is we didn't have any symptoms, so we were very lucky and blessed that it worked out okay. And the good news is our friend is okay.
Yeah, he's fine.
He is out of the hospital and he's home and he's safe.
And
we all had our first round of vaccines, but we didn't have our boosters yet.
So it's quite possible that is what saved him, because he is definitely, just say, at risk, and he just wound up needing a little assistance in the hospital, but didn't get hooked up to anything, no breathing machine.
Yeah,
or anything like that.
I guess the nurses told him that you're lucky. You didn't need oxygen. You didn't need to be put on a ventilator. That shot probably saved your life.
Right. So there you go. I mean,
that's a first-hand account of how that can help someone's situation.
It's not anything we read on Facebook or
This
saw
is
on the news.
experiencing it firsthand.
Yeah, and that's something that we won't get that much into right now.
Yeah,
but
that's a whole nother. We're not going to get into that discussion because we're not medical professionals.
But something like this, it opens up that it shows you the different levels of how you have to be aware of things, and you can apply this logic to anything. Obviously, I mean, you're going to get all kinds of information about all kinds of things from all kinds of sources. But when you experience it firsthand and have it affect people that that's what you need to really use as a governor to. When it hits
you close to home like that. It's a wake-up call, like, hey, you definitely have to be careful.
Although we were, we did a lot of reading about what's going on as far as the pandemic, and to understand what's being done about it by the scientists and whatever, and medical workers, and understand that. And another thing, okay, so not only that,
another thing too, my little brother had COVID twice.
Oh, that's right.
So we didn't even.
Your little brother like he's a little kid.
Well, he's
a few years younger than you.
But I still call him my little brother.
I know, your brother.
He's my brother.
It just seems weird when you say
he's still my baby brother.
I don't call my brother my little brother. He's a year younger than me, but I just call him my brother. I just think it's funny the way you say that.
I know.
Because I think people imagine it's like a little kid.
They imagine like a little kid.
Yeah,
no,
your brother.
He's a young man now. He's a little bit younger than me.
I'm just saying. Maybe he doesn't.
But no, he got sick twice. So for Thanksgiving and for Christmas, my mom and I did not get to see him because he had to quarantine. And luckily, he's all right. He only had mild symptoms. He was able to stay home and just fight it off.
Your little brother's okay?
My little baby brother's okay.
Is he Tiny Tim? Little brother and Tiny Tim?
I think of him like a Tiny Tim. I'm trying to be the protective big sister.
But I was going to say, that's another thing. Right, so, firsthand, and he's fine. He was young, so, and all that. But even though that's becoming a questionable thing. But not only that, but what else happened to you that you could talk about?
I don't want to go into too many details on that one.
Yeah.
So I'll just explain it. And so I think it was a week before Christmas. I was in the ER myself.
It was the week before Christmas.
I'm okay. House. Everything's okay. It's just I had a little bit of a scare where I got nervous and didn't know what was going on and got checked out, and I'm okay.
Yeah, but while we were in the hospital, because we went to the ER, and it wasn't, it obviously turned out to be nothing serious because we're here and everything, and she's fine. But we did speak to a nurse, okay? Again, nothing we read online and nothing we saw in the news.
This was a first-hand talking to people.
And she was like maybe 20 minutes away from ending her 16-hour shift just that day, obviously, and was done, and told us all kinds of interesting stuff. And again, about being in a front liner, you know what I mean? On the front lines there. Exactly what's going on. Again, not my sister's boyfriend's cousin's uncle's niece told me this, or Facebook or Instagram or the news. Even you could people accuse people that are interviewed being actors. It's okay, so fine.
Just from talking to local nurses, they are overworked. They are overwhelmed. They are working 16-hour days. They are very frustrated. And so we saw that firsthand. And
one of the sadder parts of it was how they're being treated by the people they're treating.
People get really nasty with them.
Oh my God! Like and some of the panicking that's going on with people coming in to get a COVID test or thinking they have the symptoms, which is a fever and a cough, which what they was told. She's told us if people would just listen and remember what was said early on during this, that if you're experiencing any symptoms, stay home and quarantine. You don't come into the ER until you have issues breathing or something.
Unless
bad.
if it's something major or like something different where you're not something that's out of the ordinary.
Right, we're not here to preach about. We're not doing that. But we were in.
We're just talking about our experience and what people have told us.
And if anybody out there has been to the ER recently, over the holiday, exactly what's going on in those.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
We even heard them talking amongst them, telling you that they had to that they intermittently did whenever they had some freed up beds or whatever, then they would let the ambulances know or that they could bring people. They had to turn ambulances away. It was that packed, that they didn't have enough.
Yeah, if one place is full, then they have to send you to another place if you're in that
there's
situation.
Nothing they could do.
So yeah, I mean we were happy to be healthy, to not have COVID. We were very lucky and happy that our friend was okay. Happy that my brother's all right.
There's nobody here watching?
No, there's actually 5 people watching. I don't know why it's not showing up on there, but it's showing up on the phone.
Oh.
Hit live chat.
That's
will
what
pop
it is.
up.
Oh,
there it
okay.
goes. Okay. So the people in the chat right now, there's 5 of you guys currently. Maureen, Jeffrey, Randall. Actually, it's more than 5 in here, I think.
Hey.
Drager. Hey guys, thank you. Jeremy says, definitely have to be safe nowadays. Grandpappy says, good to hear your friend and you two are okay.
Happy New Year, Grandpappy.
And then Jeremy says, my daughter Noelle loves the Mummy and the Monkey. Aw, hi Noelle.
Yeah.
Thank you. Movie and Toy Collector 13 is here. He says, greetings. Hey, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, Maureen says 14 in the chat. Okay, it's not updating on my phone or on the computer, apparently.
That's okay.
That's okay. I'm just glad you guys are all here chatting with us.
So yeah, we're not going to harp on this again. But it's happening around us, and we're just it's affecting everyone now. There was a time there where we had nothing going on as far as anyone we knew.
There was a good chunk of 2021 where things were looking really good. Things were not as insane with all these different mutations and things like that, and then fall and winter come around. Everyone's enclosed indoors when it's colder weather, and that's how the germs spread, just like any regular cold and flu season.
Yeah.
So just be careful out there, guys. We wish everyone watching good health.
Yeah, absolutely. Right. And we don't,
Again, for any health advice, talk to a healthcare provider.
Not us.
We're not the health
or
pros.
Facebook. Don't
look to Facebook. Don't look to random YouTube videos.
Yeah.
Actually talk to someone working in the healthcare field.
Yeah, that's probably your best bet.
Yeah. So, because of all that going on, we didn't get to do as much as we wanted to during our little December break, and we just we didn't post much during that time. We were just trying to focus on everything else behind the scenes to make sure we were all good and stuff like that. And then,
are we good?
We're good now.
Okay, good.
And it felt good to come back for the Christmas show.
It did.
It felt great to be back on the New Year's show.
Yeah.
It just felt like maybe we have to be live every week as the Mummy and the Monkey to keep us going.
Dashcam Create says they're just getting over quarantine, and
wow.
Yeah, that's a good feeling, right? I mean, to not have to go there. I mean, obviously that's not good.
Yeah, I'm glad you're okay. Yeah. Glad you're out of quarantine and doing better. That's great.
Yeah, we want everyone to pull out of this and get back to the craziness and not to deal with this madness, because it's there's nothing you could really, you can't control it, it's all you can do is try to avoid it.
Well, I mean, let's see some common sense stuff. If you're in a busy public place, throw a mask on. It's not a big deal. Just be courteous. Don't cough on people. Don't sneeze on people.
No, it's fun,
I see people at the grocery store doing that, coughing and sneezing without a mask on.
Open mouth coughing.
Yeah, just here's my germs. I'm gonna, and that goes everywhere, and then you breathe that crap in.
Well, James said, "Wait, we're not physicians." Well, you know, there are, but the sad part of, and I guess the point we're trying to make is there are people that, and you all know this out there, if you read enough social media stuff, there are all of a sudden these armchair physicians.
Oh yeah,
And my friend's brother told me this. It's
Facebook
like,
armchair scientist.
Your friend's brother's a medical no, he was a carpenter, but he heard, it's like, oh my God.
He works at the Walmart, but
I can't. It's please stop.
Yeah.
So
yeah, definitely check sources.
So yeah, so people are saying they're enjoying us coming back, and the New Year's Eve show was crazy. That was for me a bit of a challenge because we wound up showing it was a 2.5 hour movie almost, and I did, you know, I divided it up by 15 minutes because we usually show our movies in 15-minute chunks or farts, whatever you want to call them.
Yes.
And this one turned out to be about a four-part movie. Or 8-part movie. I'm sorry.
8-part movie. Yeah,
So
the movie was a little over 2 hours, so we did the live stream for about 3 hours.
Yeah, we were on for 3 hours.
So it was mostly the
usually
movie,
are.
but it was like 40 minutes of us in between talking to you guys.
And we usually do a 3-hour broadcast. We do the 2-hour show and then the after show, which is just with no movie or anything or skits. It's just us yakking like we are now.
And Big Marty's here. Hey, Big Marty.
Hey, Marty, what's up, man?
Hey, Miss Connie Cleary. What movie? Jeremy's asking, what's the movie coming up for next weekend?
That's a good question. I think we're going to figure that out today. That's one of our goals today.
I wrote this down from a few weeks ago, actually.
Oh, okay. What you got?
This Woods is Cursed.
Well, yeah, we were talking about showing that.
Could we maybe play that one?
Absolutely, because it actually it's an independent movie by our Michael.
Michael Butt.
Well, but
or is he go by Michael Norman?
I don't know. I know he changed his last name recently. Might be just Michael Gale. I think it's Gale, maybe. But anyway, I have to make sure and see what his Hollywood name is. No, but
his new stage name.
Yeah, there was a horror host that recently passed away.
Yes.
And he's in this movie.
So that was sad news, and he was this horror host was out of Wisconsin. Do you remember his name?
My phone on me.
My mind's a blank right now.
We could have just gone on and just kept going. But thanks for setting me up.
Sorry.
No,
I thought you would have been better at remembering his name.
No, I celebrated too much last night.
But we'll look him up for sure. But we wanted to play this independent movie in his honor to celebrate his life. There's a lot of horror hosts that we try to watch, and
we'll probably do
a lot of them we're friends with.
We'll do a little piece on the guy too.
He was
so everybody knows about.
He was big in the horror film community and in the Wisconsin indie film scene.
Oh, Jeremy Thyroid says they wound up watching the New Year's show yesterday. Still counts, you know.
Thanks, Jeremy.
And I think they also said they watched with their dad too, which is very nice.
Oh, that's nice.
James Muscarello, the winner of Grimm's glasses, that was the New Year's Eve prize giveaway.
Yes, I actually moved them over to the other room because I need to go pack those up.
Yeah,
send them out to him.
You know, and the funny, you know.
What?
Should we look? I'm just gonna tell the truth.
No. About we don't know about the movie for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So, but we're thinking that one, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we don't know. We have to make sure it's cool with YouTube to play that movie.
Okay, so there's a lot of people throwing movie like Aztec Mummy versus the Robot Monster. Yeah, we would. I think that might be public domain. I'm not really sure. I thought we looked that one up and it didn't come through. I wish we could show Frankenstein meets the Space
Monsters. Yeah, I don't know if we could show that one.
Monster.
We may not be able to.
Why we can? It's not public domain. But
Aztec Mummy versus the Robot. We might be able to play that one.
Yeah.
I don't think that's one we've actually hosted yet.
We haven't, no. I think we will.
And Brian says, "Rest in peace, Betty White."
Yes,
yeah, that was sad.
That was a sad ending of the year.
But here's the thing: a lot of people are like, "Oh, it's so sad she didn't make it to her 100th birthday," and that is sad. But here's the thing: she lived to be 99 years old.
I don't think many of us will make it to her.
I hope all of us can make it to 99 and be healthy. And she passed of natural causes, they say. So, we love Betty White. She had a long, full life. She had a great acting career. She was funny.
Everyone loved her.
Everyone loved her. She was a national treasure.
We even talked to my brother who lives in Germany, and he's lived there for the past 20, 30 years of his life.
Most of his life now.
And since he was like 19, so yeah, like 30 years. But anyway, he wasn't aware of that news, and his wife is German. But, they all speak English and are
Bilingual.
da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
And I told him about Betty White, and my brother just blurted it out, and then I hear his wife go, "Oh," like, so everybody knows.
Because it's
just
all
so crazy.
because everyone was like sad about it. Like everyone likes
Sure.
Betty White.
Yeah, I mean, she was kind of like Dick Clark in a way, where she seems like eternal, like immortal, that she wouldn't die.
Well, she'll forever live on
Sure.
those shows. She'll forever live on film.
Yeah, she's one of those people that just kind of like rubbed everyone the right way.
She was awesome, and she was an animal advocate. The Cleveland Metro Park Zoo shared something cute about how I guess when she did visit the zoo, she kissed the giraffe and got lipstick on the giraffe.
And I wrote an apology to the zoo.
And wrote an apology for leaving lipstick marks on the giraffe's face. That's really sweet.
It was a real surprise. Yeah, it was. Yeah, because she's there was nothing going on with her. I mean, she was as healthy as you could be at that age, I think.
Yeah.
Good Lord decided to take her, and she went like probably the best way you can go in your sleep, right?
Just to go peacefully, and when it's her time, it's her time. But 99 amazing years of Betty White on this planet.
Dick Clark is frozen. I think that YouTube thinks that Dick is a bad word. Well,
let me click that one.
Hot in Cleveland, yeah, she was in that show.
She was on that show.
Yeah, you could say Dick Clark.
Okay, and then just trying to adjust this. There we go. Okay, so let's switch gears and go back to what we were gonna talk about.
And I was about eBay, right? Are we doing our research?
Yeah, we're gonna switch over to eBay. I guess we'll talk about MummyMonkey first.
Okay.
And we were talking about things going on in our personal lives.
Yeah.
Throughout December.
Yeah, I'm getting little Louis hairs all over my face. Oh,
and New Year, a fresh start.
Yes.
A clean slate. So let's hope for more positivity, more good things happening in the new year. And,
sure, for everyone.
When you go out thrifting, when you go out shopping, when you go run your errands, a little niceness goes a long way.
Damn right.
Just be nice to other people. I hear a lot of people that work in customer service, and I used to work in customer service. Customer. Yeah, they cuss a lot. People can be very rude. So understand a lot of these people working in retail, working in restaurants, they're short-staffed, they're underpaid. Just be nice to them. There's no reason to be like that guy and be a rude jerk to people. So just be nice when you go out.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that niceness will come back to you and someone will be nice to you in return.
But not guaranteed.
Not guaranteed, but no. But, you do that in hopes the niceness will go around.
Look, I mean, you got bigger fish to fry usually. And what's this turning into advice show?
I don't know. I'm just, it's a new year. I just wanted to vent a little.
Okay, all right. I'm not raining on your parade. I just don't know where we're going with this.
Are you guys going to more yard sales?
No.
No, not right now because it's snowing out right now.
Never.
We're in Northeast Ohio, so
yeah.
And there's hell yes, I do want to go to more yard sales. It's just there's none going on. Probably until April.
That was a good question. Yeah, you know what? Well, but now we're going to talk about.
Let's just flip back to the reselling.
We'll flip back and forth. Maybe mix it up. So interesting. You bring that up. Who brought that up about yard sales?
That was Brian who mentioned it. Who mentioned it?
Because. We were talking about thrifting and going to thrift stores and how we're not really finding much and this kind of thing, even though that's not entirely true. You are definitely being more, what's a good word for it? I say picky, but more...
Choosy?
Choosy.
Shopping more carefully, sourcing more carefully.
I mean, especially at thrift stores.
Yes, because... some thrift stores, and you saw that in the last vlog I shared, where some stuff, just because it's a certain name brand, some of these thrift stores jack up the prices as if the item is brand new and pristine and fancy, when it could be like stained up or used and not so fresh.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're obviously not going to buy items like that, and we're only going to buy items that we think that we can sell it, and if we look it up and we see that it has sold in the past 90 days.
Yeah, I'm trying to be better with that. I know it sounds sort of 101, but I just I shoot from the hip a lot with buying stuff and I hope for the best. And I've had some hits with it, some home runs. With like kind of just even I can't, because sometimes some of the things could be just so unique that they're not going to be lots. And that's my question with all this stuff. You seem to be like, if there's no sales on eBay in the last 90 days, I'm not going to buy it. But what if it's such a unique thing? you know, and that there's not any sales because there's not a lot of these things out there. How do
then you could Google the item to see if it's maybe for sale on other sites like Etsy.
But how do you check their
Ruby
solds?
Lane and what are the other?
But how do you? That's fine.
You can't check their solds.
So
Etsy you technically can't.
Right.
But,
So
you have to go
that
with
doesn't help you.
go with your experience.
Okay.
Though. You have the experience of selling things, so even if it's
So I do a mix of the two.
Yes, so but you can't just buy a bunch of stuff hoping that it sells.
I know.
When it might be junk and it just won't sell at all.
All right, I know that.
You know, like I can't wish buy in hopes it'll to wish sell.
Why it's not centered very well, that camera, by the way.
Well,
I don't like it.
You can move it if you want.
Nope. Okay, going back to so what we should do now. You when we were talking about the thrift store stuff, you were like, well, you want to do more yard sales and antique stores or something like that. Antique shops.
I would like to visit maybe some antique stores or antique malls because sometimes people have things priced reasonable there. Sometimes they are priced more like retail.
They're more researched.
They're definitely more researched.
Everything is that they sell. They're
yes.
Not, yeah.
But sometimes the antique dealers, maybe they miss something. Maybe they put stuff on sale where you get a deal on it, where there's still meat on the bone to resell it.
Maybe because it was priced a certain way, maybe even a year or two ago. It's still sitting there. Maybe the value has changed and they just never changed the price.
Exactly.
Things like that.
There's another YouTuber that we watch, and her name is Crazy Lamp Lady. And she goes to all these antique shops, and even though some stuff might be a little more spendy, as she would say, or a little more high priced, some of it she'll still buy because she knows that she could probably sell it for more.
Right.
She's more confident in that.
And I guess she does.
Yeah.
But so we're trying to be a little more selective when we go out. Although, the last time we went to a thrift store, that was the value, but with last time we were at Savers, we walked around. You found one thing. You found a tray, a Cleveland catch-all sort of vintage.
Oh yeah, I need to list that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's like a little glass tray, and it has the old Cleveland Stadium on it.
It's a souvenir.
It's like a souvenir, like little glass tray you would put snacks on or something,
It's got
like a little catch-all tray.
Illustrations of certain
Cleveland places, like Terminal Tower and different tourist spots.
Probably from the 60s, 50s or 60s.
It's mid-century for sure.
Yeah, it's really neat. And I found a bunch of stuff. I should go get it. Should we do a show and tell?
If you want to show a few things.
I think it'd be cool.
And while you do that, I'm going to read the comments.
Okay. The comics.
The comments. Not comics. I could sit here and read comics, but that would be kind of boring to just sit and read comics. Unless if I read them out loud and maybe reenacted them with like sock puppets or something. Jeremy says, my daughter can't wait to get to meet and greet you two next time you're out and about. Oh, thank you, Jeremy. How awesome. Brian says, I know, in the summer. Yeah, we love the yard sales. I think I find a lot of good things at yard sales. And you never know what you're going to find. So I think that's what I like about it. It's kind of a surprise. But we try to, like if we see yard sale listings or if we see signs in our neighborhood, we'll write it all down and try to go like right when they open.
Excuse me.
All right, let's see.
Charles in charge of your neighborhood.
Drugger.
Huh?
Well, we're live on YouTube.
We're live. Until 4, right?
Yeah, just for a little, for a little while.
Did I do something to the camera? Why is
I
it all
think you
blurry?
bumped the camera.
I didn't. Well, what's that got to do with being blurry?
I don't know. I don't know why it's blurry.
Huh.
I was reading comments.
There.
Maybe it had to refocus.
Got a focus thing going on. I fixed it. Yeah, bumping it makes it.
Let's see. Joe Outlaw's watching us. Hi, Joe Outlaw.
What's he watching us for?
He says, I'm watching you folks on the 100-inch screen, and I gotta say, the au naturel big monkey is kind of scary.
Hey.
Love you, Grim Happy Face.
That's kind of mean.
He's joking. Brian says, Goodwill here in Strongsville is good.
Well, I never said I was a good looking guy.
Okay, so here's the tray. So
Thanks for reminding me that I'm ugly.
Here's the tray. He's joking with you. He's just messing with you.
I don't think that's cool.
So, City of Cleveland. He's just teasing. All right, and then I got it for $2.99 at the Savers. So that's like, yeah, last time we were there, that's like the only thing I bought was that little glass tray.
All right.
So do you want to share some things you picked up?
Absolutely not. I didn't get to bring this all here to show people. So that's all you bought the last time we
That's
were
all I
at the
bought
Savers.
at the last Savers trip.
I picked up a few cute things, fun things, and the last thing I found was amazing. This is Critter in the Candy. I never heard of this game, but when you looks it up in comp it was $2.99, and I think we had like a. Did we get my senior citizen discount?
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, I got my 30% off.
It was 30%
So
off.
all this stuff is less 30%, but this is some weird game by Gabriel.
Critter what?
Critter in the Candy.
Critter in the Candy.
Counted all the pieces there, the spinners there. It's got a Pop-O-Matic, not a spinner.
A Pop-O-Matic game.
Yeah, and these sell for $25, $30 if you're lucky. You know, maybe if I get 20 out of a less than $3 purchase, that's good, right? That's good margarine.
Mm-hmm.
That's not butter, that's margarine. Good margarine. This is, I don't know what this might be worth, but these things are weird. This is a Swiss made. It's called the SIGG.
What is it?
It's a water bottle.
But it's got fun artwork on it.
It's not. I don't know if it's Gary Basement. It might be Gary Basement. There's these like different artists that do like vinyl toys and stuff like that. And I think this is one of those artists. I have to look it up. But if I guess it's not signed or doesn't have his name on it. But this could be worth something. I don't know. But I picked it up because I thought it was cool.
Interesting.
Almost didn't buy this because it's got a big tear in it, but it's a Disney poster book from 1972. Unfortunately, it's got a big tear in it, and some of the these pages in it, they're just big giant like posters. But brand new. If this thing was not ripped, it could be really good. It could be at least $50 or more. I might try to get, since I only spent a few bucks on it, I might just try to get 20 or $15. I'll take whatever for it.
Mm-hmm.
What else did I get? What else is good? Oh, you found this for me.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Now you won't be able to see it that good.
We'll take it out of the baggie and I can hold it to the camera.
You have to put something.
So
here, I got an idea.
sometimes at these thrift stores they'll have stuff in little baggies like hanging on hooks.
Tons of
There'll be like a wall of this random little like tchotchke.
Joni loves tchotchkes, by the way.
Like little random this and that's.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to call them. Thingamabobs.
Yeah, they're like, you know, little tchotchke things.
And I found one. They
Yes,
had a unique
very
item
cool.
in it.
At least to us. Here you go. That
So
might help a little bit.
I found a Big Chuck and Little John. Big Chuck and Little John
Hold
shot
it back
glass.
a little bit. It's not, or maybe closer, but hold it still for a little bit. I don't know if people can really see that.
Can you see it?
Yeah, it's kind of, hold it down right there. Now just kind of just twist it. Ah, it's perfect.
Okay.
Now just kind of twist, you know, if you can, yeah, so you can see. Yeah, other side. Now hold it. Yeah. Anyway.
So we found that, and yeah, we've never seen one with that design on it.
That's a keeper.
So that's a keeper.
Awesome. Good fun.
Mm-hmm.
I found a couple of these robots. These are like RC robots that came out in the early 2000s, I think, 2001 or something like that. And they're actually
Yeah, I don't know anything about those guys.
They're actually,
they look too new to me.
No, they're not though. They're like 2005 WowWee Limited. Now, the WowWee stuff, I have that Velociraptor upstairs. My mom got me that a bunch of years ago for Christmas. It's a big giant RC robot Velociraptor. But this is like one of those dogs. The dogs that they have now that run around. All
weird. So it's like a mini version of those weird like robot dogs.
Yeah, in the boxes, these are worth a couple hundred.
And it has like a little remote there.
They go for it. Yeah, it has a remote with it.
Nice.
In this condition, I gotta check the battery pack, see if they're corroded or not.
There's another robot guy.
Yeah, they're actually not bad. I mean, I only paid a few bucks for each one of them, so I could probably unload them for a decent amount of money, more than what I paid for them. You found me this thing.
What thing?
This thing.
That thing.
You literally found a thing.
I found a thing.
I love the thing.
The thing.
That sounds weird. I love the thing. Do you love the thing?
He's alright.
Everyone likes the thing.
He's alright.
From the Fantastic Four.
What about the giant-sized man thing?
Well, everyone loves giant-sized man thing.
Comic book reference.
Yeah, don't get it twisted.
comic book nerds.
I don't think there's anything to show. I found this weird movie. It's Dennis Rodman and a bunch of like little people called The Minis.
Okay.
And they're a basketball team, and he helps them win a championship. I gotta see this.
Why not?
It looks very interesting.
You find the weirdest movies.
That's my specialty.
You always find the strangest media things.
This was weird. I bought this just to watch. I couldn't find it on eBay, but I bought it for us to watch. It's about a woman who ran for president in 1872. America's Victoria. It's a wonderful chronicle of the life of one of the most important and unrecognized women in U.S. history. She was the first woman to campaign for U.S. presidency in 1872.
Wow.
So I've never heard of this thing, and or this person. So I love thing. I've never heard of this person or this event. So I'd love to.
What's
to
her
watch
name?
It. Victoria Woodhull. Woodhull.
Woodhull.
Hull.
So we'll have to look her up. That's interesting.
Yeah, it's a fun, So sometimes you buy stuff just to
get a history lesson.
But the best thing I found, and it was the last thing I found, and when I showed it to you, because I was like, look, I found something for you. You're like, nah. I said, then I showed you the comps I pulled up, the souls on this thing, right? You see this? Would you pick this up if you saw it out there? It's a Twilight music box, right? Made by NECA. And they make a lot of figures and stuff that's, really
I know NECA is a good brand. They make a lot of horror movie figurines that are very collectible and sought after.
Yep, and it's got the little clasp.
I've sold some in the past, but Twilight.
Did we get a thing for that?
I don't know, but when you first showed it to me, I'm like, ew, Twilight. Yeah, watch with the music.
It's just shoes. A couple notes. I picked it up, looked at it, was like, oh, Twilight, blah. And then I looked it up because I saw NECA, and I'm like, okay, let me just check it out to see if it's anything. Mm-hmm. This thing could sell for up to $200.
For that?
For this. I paid
but it's hideous.
$3.99 for it. Doesn't matter. Come on.
It's
you
so
married
ugly. Me. You're not as hideous as Twilight.
Joe, I lost this on mine.
No, I'm just
no, not as hideous as
no,
Twilight, but I'm hideous.
Totally kidding. You're way cuter than Twilight.
Oh, please.
You're much more handsomer
than the whole movie. So you never know. I mean, this was the last thing I picked up. It was random. It wasn't even in the right place. Like someone dumped it like on a shelf full of plates.
Like they wanted to buy it, then they changed their mind.
It was by the coffee cups, I think.
They just set it by the coffee cups.
Yeah. So
maybe they secretly liked it, but they were embarrassed to buy it because it's Twilight.
I was happy to buy it, and I have to list this today. See, I'll keep
and they put it back on the shelf because they didn't want to be judged or buying Twilight.
Look it up. It's kind of crazy what they can go for. So
cool. And well, now you got to get all that listed.
Yeah, I'll list it today. So that was a fun adventure.
Jeremy says, my daughter just told me that she learned about Victoria in school.
Interesting. That's interesting.
Oh, that's interesting. Huh. That's cool. They're teaching about it.
Yep.
It's good to learn about all that stuff.
Yeah, and why not learn about something, right? Mm-hmm. I don't even know what I'm trying to say.
Patrick says it's clobbering time.
Yes. He
saw the thing over there. Mm-hmm. And people are saying Twilight's not so good.
I did watch all of them.
Oh,
but there's a caveat. I watched the Riff Tracks versions where those guys from Mystery Science Theater make fun of them.
Oh,
and that's the only way I could watch those movies because I don't even understand the allure to any of that stuff.
Yeah, I just can't sit through them. I mean, and if people out there like it, that's fine.
Oh yeah, what am I?
We're just sharing our opinion.
They're beyond belief. Whoever wrote those things, she's good.
Yeah,
I think it was a woman that wrote. I'm thinking J.K. Rowling, who wrote Twilight.
I don't know.
You shouldn't know.
I don't know. It's on the Google
Some
somewhere.
Rich person.
We could Google it and find out later. But okay, so the reselling side of things, sales are steady. Sales did improve a little bit in December, and I've been listing a lot of things, so my inventory is higher than it's ever been. I have more items in my inventory than I've ever had before, which is good. I just needed to move.
Right.
So I listed a bunch of stuff yesterday to start the new year off right. We were actually working on a lot of things yesterday.
Yes, we did. I don't know where all that energy came from, but
and you did a lot of cooking. You made some yummy food.
Oh yeah, I crock potted a corned beef, some corned beef, whatever you call it, brisket, and made a bunch of yummy sides. The green bean casserole, which we're hooked on, that your mom made.
Yes, my mom's green bean casserole recipe.
That worked like a charm. And then later on, we did a veggie tray. Well, we had corned beef and cabbage. Let's make sure that we.
And then we had a veggie tray later to snack on.
And now we're having cabbage again today, but in a different way. We're having cabbage.
It comes back.
Holy moly, that stuff works. Woo!
Oh my goodness. But yeah, maybe all that yummy food gave us energy to do all that work we did yesterday, like eBay listings, and you were going through inventory and moving things around. And
we have an audience
going through
member.
boxes of stuff.
Hello. What are you gonna? I thought we had a New Year's resolution.
That was for you.
Oh.
It's for your TV movie thing.
Well, that you almost wrote that too.
We've got MummyAndMonkey
Hello,
in the
Mama.
background.
Hello. Happy New Year, everybody.
There you go.
I'm creeping through here.
You're fine. You're fine.
Dave is asking, what is your next movie? So we
Well,
talked about
we're
it a
thinking-
little bit earlier.
Yeah, we're thinking.
We were thinking This Woods is Cursed. It's an independent film made by someone out of Wisconsin.
Someone we don't know.
Well, he has different.
Names.
He goes by a couple
alias.
different names. Yeah,
What is that noise?
I don't know. There must be people working outside.
Huh?
All kinds of background
That
noises.
was weird. Yeah. Just use your imagination.
Yeah, there's like a portal into another dimension
It
over there.
opens up every now and again.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we're still kind of working on that. I mean, we gotta. You didn't catch us off guard. We're just in the process of determining.
Of deciding
Yeah.
what movie.
And once we know, you'll be the first ones to know.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's put it that way. We'll probably make an announcement tomorrow.
Yeah, we gotta pick something between today and
I gotta make a
tomorrow.
graphic for it. Maybe nobody.
Blah blah blah. Da, da, da.
You know how it go.
Yeah. Yeah, so eBay sales are steady. We might be hitting up maybe a flea market or maybe an antique store in the near future,
We don't
maybe
know.
in the next week or two. We're not for sure, but we were looking at different places to visit that were out of where we usually go.
Maybe
So
just someone's
like
house randomly. We just go in and.
sometimes we do private picks.
Oh, I meant like just walk. You know, if they're not home, just walk in.
No,
and
no, we
help
don't-
ourselves to some
no, we
stuff.
don't do
And-
that.
Oh, we don't.
No, that's
Never.
called something else.
Never that. Never that.
That's wrong.
No, but yeah, the last private pick we had was great. So we'll see.
Yeah, so we've had the opportunity of shopping viewers' houses
Mm-hmm.
or garages.
Yes.
So that's always fun.
And that's funny because when we started doing the reselling thing, we watched we still do watch a lot of other resellers out there, their videos on YouTube, and some of them swear by letting people know what you do, and you'll be surprised. Like people will start coming to you, like, "Hey, my so and so needs their house cleaned out, or I got all the stuff I want to get rid of, and or
Mhm.
you guys, are you interested in this kind of stuff?" And you're like, "Yeah," and then they'll, well, before I have the sale, maybe you want to come check this stuff out. And it's like, wow, that'd be great.
Mhm.
So it does work. It works. It's
Yeah.
strange, but it works.
Because if you've got stuff that you don't want to deal with and you want to make some money on it, and then if we get it for a good enough deal where we could flip it, yeah, I mean, if it works out for both parties, that's great.
Sure. I mean, it's really cool. I love the monkey costume. Yeah, well, I do too. I mean, but this is not that show.
Yeah, this is a behind the scenes version.
But
of
thanks
it.
for the
Thank you, though.
compliment. Yeah, definitely. Oh, Joe Outlaw made kibasi and sauerkraut. We talked about sauerkraut the other day.
Yeah, we were almost going to make sauerkraut, but instead we just got.
No, you don't. Do you like sauerkraut?
It's okay. Like
I can have a little bit.
I could eat a little bit, but to me it's like kind of sour.
Yeah.
Like kind of.
Well, it's sauerkraut.
Well, yeah, but
It lives
it's
up
like,
to its name.
it's not for me, is what I'm trying to say. Like it's not really my jam. I like fresh cabbage.
I like sauerkraut
Like-
that's not sour.
Leave me alone. No, I'm saying I don't like sauerkraut that much.
Home invasion thrift.
Oh no, we don't do that.
Oh my god.
That's awful.
Just totally joking. We would never do that.
No.
Of course.
Never ever.
But we would joke though.
We joke.
All the time.
Okay, some other things with thrifting. You're starting an inventory system.
Well,
So
you're all
you're-
proud of me.
And I'm very proud of you
Look.
for this because so when I first started selling full-time on eBay, he told me for the longest time, and he was right, you need to have an inventory system. You need to have things organized so you can easily
I
find
didn't have
them.
anything near what you had.
Because if I would sell something, I'd be like, where did I put that pair of jeans or that pair of shoes? Where did it go? And I'm looking through all these bins and looking around trying to find it. And I didn't have things organized.
Well,
So then in 2020 is when I first started an inventory system and had everything organized in plastic totes.
great.
And now you're starting that process.
Yeah, and it's
with
actually
the plastic totes and having everything labeled.
and the good thing about it is that I'm going, and I'm not just like putting stuff in there and changing my eBay listing to just add that tote in there. I'm going through and because you have to revise it anyway. If you're going to add, the idea here is that the system, you would have your items assigned to a bin or wherever you're going to store them, drawers, a bin, and you mark the drawer like A1, whatever. But for you to know that the item's in there, you have to go into your eBay listing and put some sort of notation either in the description,
like in the item
or
specifics or the
custom SKU.
description.
Yeah, there's a way to but you still have to revise the listing. You don't have to change anything else. Just add that if you want, or you can go through and say this hasn't sold in a year. Maybe it's the price, and or maybe it's the shipping. Maybe it needs to be free shipping or something.
So then you're taking the time to adjust the shipping cost,
everything,
adjust the price if you need to,
and found some stuff that dropped off that's not even in my inventory.
Yeah, and sometimes eBay will do that. Let's say you have a bunch of stuff listed and it's sitting for a couple of years.
They'll just conveniently.
eBay sometimes drops items out. So you need to every now and then go through your inventory and see and make sure that the things are still listed. And if they're not listed, then you have to make that decision. Do I need to keep this? Should I try to sell this again? Should I put it on eBay again? Or should I just donate it and get rid of it if it hasn't sold in 2 years? So you have to see what works for you.
What's Muscarella yelling about Toxic Avenger?
I don't know. I think he's randomly saying things.
Or maybe he's asking about a movie. Well, we definitely
can't show anything trauma without their permission.
We did once, but sort of.
Only once.
Yeah. And it was permit. It was through.
Well, technically, 2 trauma movies we've played.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
But they were making Toxic Avenger. Anyway.
Any movie that's owned by a company like Troma, we obviously would need their permission.
Oh, all kinds of.
That's just how that works. So.
Yeah.
Chase is just sending you farts.
Thank you so much.
Emojis.
The monkey farts are the best.
And if you guys like our podcast, if you like hanging out with us, hit the like button. We do appreciate it. It counts as some good activity on the channel.
Jeremy is asking, do you guys still have the Mummy and Monkey coffee cups? Yes. You just got a bunch made up?
We have about, I think, 6 or 7 coffee cups left. Mm-hmm. They are in my eBay store. And the link to the eBay store is in the video description below.
So check it out.
And if you want to check out James's cool things in his eBay store, his link is also there.
If you're in the mood for a $200 Twilight music box, jewelry box.
It's not on eBay yet.
Hit me up. You can find that and many more things.
Yes.
And then I was going to buy this thing.
His eBay store is Yes Toy Day.
Yes Toy Day.
Yeah.
Right? Well, that's the name of the
Shop Yes Toy Day.
But if you Google the New World Hoarder.
Oh, that's what it is.
That's the name of the shop, but the link says Yes Toy Day. That's all messed up. I don't know why they just put my name, the store name in the link. I tried, it doesn't work.
That's okay. The information is there where you could just click on the link. But
the link you have in there's the right link.
Yes, it worked last time I checked.
But when you click on it, you'll see the name of the shop is the New World Hoarder. So.
Mm-hmm. And we also have a link to our Teespring store in the video description below. And we have tank tops, hoodies, t-shirts, and all that fun stuff that's Mummy and Monkey related. Mm-hmm. And that goes towards supporting the channel, supports what we do.
Sure do.
So with all these, with all the weird stuff going on with viruses and with the cold weather, I'm really glad that we can stay in and work from home safely.
Yeah,
we're really lucky and blessed to be able to do that because for the longest time I worked in retail. I worked in customer service. I worked as a manager.
Well, you got to get your head on right.
So after a while, it was like I had to figure out what I needed to do to change things. Because if you're unhappy with a situation over time, you have to figure out what you need to do to make that change.
Yeah. That's true, and we were doing this. I started doing it out of because I got they let 400 people go from the place I was working at, and I was one of the lucky ones that got let go. But I still had my freelance possibilities, freelance art possibilities, and I had to balance it out because I got to get better at promoting myself and doing things and getting clients. I'm just not that savvy at it. That's why I always did a regular job type of thing, or not regular, art jobs and stuff, and worked for different places for the paycheck and didn't have to worry about all that stuff. But eBay or selling online, you know, or doing things like this kind of gives you a little bit more of a, you know, more options. You know, I like looking for stuff for whatever reason. I just get a kick out of the hunt, you know, going
It
out there
is fun to go out and look for
and
things.
sourcing stuff. It's
yeah.
in a weird way, even though I got a lot of stuff I have to get rid of my own. It's a way to get stuff, but not keep it. You know,
Yeah.
you get it and you're like, yeah, this is fun. This is cool.
This is cool. I can hang on to it for like a couple weeks until it sells.
I got it and you didn't, but I'm selling it. So there you go.
We're finding new homes for things.
Yeah.
It's like finding the right item for the right collector.
Right. So,
rather than, because sometimes we do get things out of the trash. Sometimes we go to yard sales and we hear the people say, oh, well, you know, make me an offer because otherwise I'll just throw it, you know, I'll give it to Goodwill or throw it away. So we're sometimes rescuing cool things so they don't just go to Goodwill or get thrown away. And donating to Goodwill is also okay. There's nothing technically wrong with that. It's just, you know, it's just cool when we find it and we're able to actually like research the item and have it sell online.
Get rid of that one or hide that one.
Yeah.
Whatever the hell that is. What is the other thing? Won't do nothing. Who'd you put?
No, for that one.
There's another one. Which this one here?
For this one, yeah.
You got? Did you do it?
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Okay. What was I gonna say?
Someone's trash is someone else's treasure, says John Cleveland. Yeah, you're
That's
right.
very true. So we started doing this, or you were doing it for a while, and I started in 2018. So you're doing it a few years before that, selling online, and they had your shop open for 3 years. Doing the same thing, basically reselling.
2017 is when I officially started reselling full time, and then I even had a small brick and mortar little resale shop, like collectibles shop, called the Thrift Crypt. It was in Lakewood, Ohio, and that had a 3-year run. I had a 3-year lease, and after the lease ended, decided not to renew it, and I switched everything to online 100%.
Yeah. So the reselling thing is definitely helping pay the bills. Obviously, we've been doing that, and it came in really handy when the pandemic hit, because it's like, you know, a lot of people all of a sudden had to figure out how they were gonna, you know, whether the jobs were gonna be around, how you gonna work, and all these places had to figure out how to have people work from home, all kinds of stuff. So we kind of lucked out there and didn't have to worry about that. Nothing changed for us that way.
Yeah. For a little while, our sourcing changed, where I was even sourcing online. I was buying like lots of things to piece out and sort through, and just kind of shopping the house as well, like going through death piles and like reorganizing. And so, yeah, we just found a way to make it work.
Yeah.
Like, I know we have some friends that do DoorDash part-time, or maybe they are Uber drivers part-time because it works for them.
Side hustle stuff. Yeah,
it's like a side hustle where they can pick their own hours. We've heard of people delivering for Amazon part-time, and they get, you know, paid pretty good to do a little part-time thing. You know, maybe for a couple hours a day, they go deliver, you know, a trunk load of packages to people in the neighborhood. So whatever works for people out there.
It's not for everybody, but you know, doing your own thing, it's definitely makes it hard for me to even contemplate about doing something else like full time. But I mean, it's harder. I mean, it's more of a challenge because we have to pay our own medical and our own, you know, have to get our taxes taken care of.
Yeah, we end up paying more in taxes, and we pay for our own medical care.
But you know, your job,
our own insurance.
Your job will, you know, if you work a regular job, that they'll take all that money out either way. I mean, either way you're paying, you know. So it's just you see it go. You know.
John says late night eBaying, you can find some gems. Oh, so are you one of those guys that shops on eBay and then resells them on eBay? I've heard of people doing that where they maybe find listings where maybe they're underpriced or something like that. Or maybe they buy like a junk drawer lot of random stuff. Great. And then they find like those 1 or 2 pieces that are worth something. So if you do, that's awesome. That's fun.
That is terrific, yeah.
Very cool. So we talked about the Mummy and the Monkey. We talked about eBay and thrifting. We talked about some personal stuff.
Yes, we did. Got personal.
Yeah. Jeremy says, do you guys collect old board games?
Collect them?
Well, I know you like to keep Scrabble games. Cause
This is my favorite game to play,
yeah,
Scrabble. But
Scrabble's your
I don't really
favorite.
collect board games. No,
We don't
I
really
mean,
collect
we have
them.
a collection of them.
Yeah, we have a small collection
That
of
we don't
some
play.
games that we play, but very rarely.
Very rarely.
Yeah. But yeah, you used to have sold board games.
Oh yeah, those are tricky because that one weird one I just found, that the horns and
Horns and Halos.
Halos. Yeah, that's a
weird like
game.
70s
And some
board
people
game.
said they remember playing that. It's a very obscure game. Yeah, games are tricky because, you know, obviously you have to make sure they have all the pieces to it. You buy these things from a thrift store, you don't know what they're going to be unless they're sealed, which is the best. But yeah, I've sold some really cool games. A Godzilla board game, and you know,
That Dracula one was pretty sweet.
that was the best thing for 50 cents. I can't believe it.
I don't know if we'll ever find one like that
Never
again.
will find that again. I didn't even know they existed until I found it.
There was an Asian board game called Daijobi, I think, from the 1960s that I did sell for like $80 last month.
Huh.
So I think that's that. Oh my God.
What?
Did you just do that?
What? I just bent over to pick this up.
Oh God.
Oh, cabbage.
He likes to burp and fart around.
You'll be able to tell.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Did something die up your butt?
Cabbage. Just because I don't have the monkey suit on,
Oh
doesn't
my
mean
God.
I'm not the monkey.
Okay, well, let's probably end this podcast because I can't. I need a gas
can't
mask here. I just can't.
Oh boy! Wow.
So yeah, you end the podcast. Thanks for watching,
We're
guys.
clearing the room. Sorry if you could smell it out there.
Bye. For real. Oh my God.
Really? Cut it off?